Shalom, shalom. We're going to do another tying today. So to begin with, we'll start with our reading. As always, 1 Peter 2, verse 21. For this you were called, because Messiah also suffered for us, leaving us an example, that you should follow his steps. So what am I referencing here? What should we be following Messiah in? This is Luke chapter 8. We're going to look at verse 43, probably to 47. And a woman, having a flow of blood for 12 years, who having spent all her livelihood on physicians, was unable to be healed by any, came from behind and touched the tzitzit of his garment, and immediately her flow of blood stopped. And Yeshua said, Who touched me? And when all denied it, Kepha and those among him said, Master, the crowds throng you and press upon you, and you say, Who touched me? But Yeshua said, Somebody did touch me, for I no power went out from me. And the woman, seeing that she was not hidden, came trembling, and falling down before him, she declared to him in the presence of all the people why she had touched him, and how she was healed immediately. So again, right, we're seeing that our Messiah, Christ, wore tzitzit. What are tzitzit? Well, if we come to the Old Testament, Numbers 15, and we're going to start at 37. And God spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, and you shall say to them, to make a tzitzit on the corners of their garments throughout their generations, and to put a blue cord in the tzitzit of the corner. And it shall be for you a tzitzit, and you shall see it, and shall remember all the commands of YHWH, and shall do them, and not search after your own heart and your own eyes, after what you had whoring, so that you remember, and shall do my commands, and be set apart unto your Elohim. I am YHWH, your Elohim, who brought you out of the land of Mitzrayim to be your Elohim. I am YHWH, your Elohim. So our Messiah was doing something that God commanded the children of Israel, because we are the children of Israel. Anyway, with that, we're going to do a new type today. Right, we're going to do this blue and orange, this dark blue and orange and white. Those are our first three that I've already done, but just to give an idea of what a finished product, what the four would look like that, or even like this. I don't want to take these out of the packaging. But, yeah, basically, we're going to call these the YHWH set. And with this, right there it's pretty easy once you get down to it. We've done this with the micro cord, which is 1.18 millimeters, and with the long blue thread, or whatever your outside thread is going to be, right, whatever your outside thread is going to be, you need to have it about 70 inches if it's going to be that. And then this long version is if you were to take and put knots, right, if you were to put a knot like that into the gaps right there, because this is a 12 tie thing, and then we tie 12 more knots, and then we tie 12 more knots, and then we tie 12 more knots, and then we tie our big knot. Right, so if you were going to make it long, right, if you wanted it longer, not so short, right, you could put knots in between each one to give it a little space. So, with that, we do want 6 strings with this. It's the best way I've found to do it. I'm sure you could run with 3, but the interior would probably be very flimsy. You probably wouldn't have the best looking knots, but to each their own, right? I mean, you know, that's why I'm making these, to give you guys something to go off of. But anyway, our first little bit is just going to be a braid, like just like we typically do, and then we'll start this knot, and then we'll knot it off, and then we'll start the actual lettering. So I'm going to try and do some editing with this one, and we'll see what happens, but hopefully we'll just have some quick braiding done for you guys. Alright, so it's at this point we're going to get to deviate from what we've done in the past. We're going to get to make this interesting little tie up on the top side. So the way we do this, right, I have chosen our blue to be the outside, and whatever color, now you don't have to, right, in that brown pair I've showed you, we mixed the lettering stitching colors, but my recommendation, you know, you need 4 or 2 of the same strings, so that way when it folds you have 4, because, see how well you can see this, yeah, right, you need 4 strings pulled out here, and then you're going to space them out, right, so you can make those be different colors, you can have all of them be different colors if you wanted to, right, it's all up to you. The only requirement, as we read, is that it has a blue thread. Right? Obviously we've made it the feature in this example, in these examples, but it's not required, right? These have a blue thread as well, as you can tell, right? But it's not a feature, right? But it's part of it. So again, to each their own. But back to where we were. We're going to take and put our blue strings at the bottom, right? So they're underneath, right? That's our left string, that's our right string. Let me see if I can get this a little closer just so we can see all the way, right? Left string, right string. Okay, now I'm going to take it across these two, like so. Okay, I'm going to pull all of our strings back down, and now we're going to tie a knot. Just a standard old, like you're going to start tying your shoes. Start left over right, or right over left, and then cinch it real nice and tight like. Okay, so now the next part, this doesn't matter so much, right? We just want a nice taut string, so to speak, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to fold this down, and I'm going to take a chip clip that we've been using for other things and just clip that right there, because that's going to hold it and keep it nice and firm. Because what we're about to do, we're going to have a lot of string movement. So this is always done in a 12 knot pattern, and we're always going to start with our right hand. So it's a little funny for me, but right hand goes over, okay, left hand comes underneath the main thread and through our over thread. Gotta go over, sorry, backing that up. So right hand comes over it, left hand comes over the right hand, under the main and through the right hand, so we make a knot. right? That's 1. I'm just going to do it the other way. Left hand, over, under, and through. That's 2. Now, some of y'all are going to get lost, just like I am at some point in time. And you'll be like, shoot, I forgot what number I was on. Well, see how this side, let's see if I can capture that all right. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. This side has a lump on it, and this side is flat. The side that has the lump is the side that you're gonna cross over. You're gonna bring over, right? Now, that doesn't help with your even or your numbering, but it does help in the sense of, well, I'm at least at an even number. So that will come into reference later, though. So 2. Probably fast forward from here on. But from this point, right, that's 12. So now we're going to tie our first major knot. It looks like we might be getting lucky too, because all of our orange strings are kind of together. So that would be nice. Alright. It's going to be our front. So, get everything back up. Now again, we're going to separate our blue cords out as best we can. As personally, I'm going to take this pretty far, right? Because I don't want these things intertwined in anything. Right? They are separated all by themselves. Now we got really lucky here because all 4 of our orange strings are literally on the top. So honestly, that's the first. I don't think in all the ones I've tied so far, I don't think I've had that happen. But sometimes they'll be intertwined in through here, and you just kind of try and fish them out. If you don't, it gets a little difficult. It's not necessary probably, but definitely helps if you try and make it up to the top with them. So at this point, right, all these are going to stay beautiful. All these are going to stay for the first 3. And then once you do 3, then you're going to lift the middle 2 out for the 4th one. And then you're going to put the left one back in, right? And then for the 5th tie, 1 will be out. And for the 6th tie, 1 will be out. And for the 7th tie, they're all back in. So I'll try and leave this up here for a good second or 3 for you. I'd also recommend copying it down. Right, this is the yod. Hey. Vav. Hey. Go back to Vav. So the dots mean string is out on that tie. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's see if I can put this. Can I put this somewhere that you can see it? No. Okay, sorry. We'll try that. That'll do for now. First 4. First 3, rather. 1. 2. Come on. 3. Now, again, we're just going to take out the middle 2, because that's all we need. Fold them back. Sorry, I'm just reclipping my tie down there. We're at 4. This is 4. With the over, then the under, and through. And then we're going to put our left one back. And dump 5. Try not to get it crossed over too much. I have to play with it just a little bit. Sometimes the string wants to pull it one way or another. This is 6. Then we pull our string back down. Again, I'm going to try and fit it into where it belongs, these 4. Not perfect, but it's good enough. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. All right, that's our first one. How about it? Now we're going to go to this one, to the hay. One. 2. 3. Now we'll pull all 4 cords out. Oh, we got a white one. Careful. Four. Now when I this one. I'm going to go ahead and clip these two back in, my middle two. Clip those in. Oh. That's probably going to be okay. And I'll bring my third one down because we're missing it. Right, there's only one string out. It's far right string out for 5. So 5. It's all 3 covered. Just pull that string. Yeah, make sure it's taut. Make sure these things don't get too crossed. Boom. Now I'll pull this back over. 6. 7. 8. 9. And then we fold everything back down. Ten. Now this one is always fun because sometimes the string will want to bunch up and it can look a little funny. Yeah. There we go. 10. This is 11. That is 12. All right, everybody. We are halfway through. How about it? Now, again. Three more. 1. 2. 3. And then we'll pull the middle 2 out again. 4. Oop, messed up somewhere. 4. Let's see if I can do this. Yay, look at there. 4, and then we're going to bring this back down. This is 5. We're going to go all the way to 9. That was our 9, so we will fold it back in. Number 10. Now I'm sure, as you can tell, this string is starting to get a little short, and that's absolutely fine. We've got nothing to worry about. I promise you, as long as we are running off of our measurements from up here, right? If we didn't deviate too much off of this, 30 inches for the 5, 63 inches for the 1, you're going to be fine. It's just going to get a little short. It's all right. Okay, now. Yep, that was our 12. So we're back at 1. All right, so now we're just going to go back to this one. YHWH. All right, and there we have it. Just got to tie that last knot. Like I said beforehand, there's plenty. It's going to feel a little close, but I promise you, there's plenty. All right, well, as always, thank you for your time. I hope this inspires you all. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything of that nature, recommendations, I'd be more than happy to take any of it. So comment down below or shoot me an email. Alrighty. That's us right there. Oh, I dropped it. Sorry. That's our set. Alright. Well, I hope you all have a wonderful day. Be safe. Take care. Shalom, shalom.